Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew themoo, and we've got another episode of King's Quest 1, Quest for the Crown. And what we're doing now is we're wanting to find a certain area in this game. And you gotta love how vague that is. We want to find a specific spot in the game where certain things can happen, and I wonder if I can do it here. So we're going to save, and we are going to name this, alright, name it after our beans, and let's try plant beans. And I can do it here, that's pretty cool. You plant the magic beans in the fertile soil. Suddenly, something incredible begins to happen. Alright, and so something incredible happens. Kind of feels like nothing is happening right now, game. Come on, show me something incredible. The birds are whoop, hello. Alright, so feed me, Seymour. Oh, we got a, ooh. Oh, we got something really big growing there now. We got the miracle grow attached to it, and now we've got a gigantimous vine, and of course, you know what we're going to want to do here. We want to climb the vine. And he's climbing pretty good by himself at the moment, but the game's going to get a little bit more difficult here because, of course, he's climbing now, but guess who gets to do the climbing? So we're going to save, and we'll just save it right here over beans, the musical fruit. And the trick here, you saw nothing. The trick is, looks like you had a bad fall this spring. That wasn't quite as good. The trick is you want to try to keep his hands on the vine. And that's what happened just then is I let the hands get off the vine. You want to keep the hands on the vine. The legs can dangle off. If you take the hands off the vine, what will happen is what you've seen twice in a row so far. So we're going to give it one more go. If I can't make it up the vine without falling off this go around, then you will have kind of a cut. Alright. Alright. Doing good right now. Up! Ah! I'll see you in just a minute. Yeah, we made it up that one just fine, and now we made it to an area where it's harder. And so guess what I'm going to do? We're going to go ahead and save it right here. And we're going to try talking while climbing now. Again, the trick is try to keep his hands on the vine as best as you can. His legs dangling, not a problem. Arms not on, you're going to die. So there we go. We made it up just fine. Now we hit another problem, and that's the fact I don't know where the ground, where the clouds end and the everything begins, so we're going to walk straight and hope for the best. Alright, we're not dead right now, so that's a positive. We're going to keep walking forward and hope that that doesn't change. So we are now in a realm where we want to try to get the magic chest, and once we're in this area, something is going to happen. And we notice the fact that these have kind of faces on them, and again, we want to save right here, and kind of looking around at the moment. There's only so far you can go before you may end up dying. Of course, I don't want to move back to the left because that's death. Down even further is death. And going up too far is, well, death. And so these trees look kind of interesting to say the least. And did the game freeze up or... Oh, yep, no. Hi there, bye guy. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with, is a giant magical feller. So what we want to do here is we want to walk over this way, and I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can do this. But I believe it is over here that has the item that I'm currently looking for. So you want to walk up to this, and let's look in the hole. You see a slingshot in the hole. Take slingshot. And so if anyone here is familiar with anything at all dealing with the Bible, you would probably know the story of David and Goliath. Now, we don't have smooth stones, but we have some pebbles that we gathered earlier. Now, this is one way that you can do this, and if you do it this way, you will actually get less points, but I want to go ahead and show it off just to show off. And so this guy is coming for us, and we use slingshot, and twang, right between the eyes. He drops the chest, and he is dead. But again, you get less points for doing that, but I wanted to show that that is one way to do it. What we're going to want to do instead is we're going to walk back this way, and remember that ring that we were given by the little elf? We're going to want to use it. And it's going to be helpful that we use it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to save this, and then we are going to rub the ring. The magic ring is still in your pocket. You can't rub it there. Oh. Put on ring. You shouldn't drop that, sir. You may need it. Okay, how about wear ring? Not wing. Wear ring. You place the shimmering ring upon your finger. Now, why don't we rub the ring, and you turn invisible. You can see the little outline there. But we come out here, and the giant cannot see you since you are invisible. And so the giant is kind of just wandering around at the moment. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just crazy. He's just a giant wandering around. And he's just being a giant, and he's wandering around and being a giant. And I kind of want to add some, like, try to do some, like, dubsteppy music to go along with this. Just boom, 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 and whatnot. Because dude is just, like, eclectic, just random movements, and I understand. Okay, don't turn visible, don't turn visible, don't turn visible. I am so dead if I turn visible now. Now, if we sit here for a certain amount of time, something good is supposed to happen. And by something good, I mean he should do something that's going to be very, very helpful to me. But it just kind of depends on whether or not he does this. Come on. Come on. You know you want to do it. You know you want to do it. Just go ahead and do it. I don't want to tell the people what you're supposed to be doing. So, come on. I just, no. Go, get away from the clouds. You're going to make a liar out of me, aren't you? Come on, guy. Where are you going? The giant is getting tired of looking for you. Seems like he may be ready to take a nap. Alright, good. So with that, the giant walks over here. He plops himself down, and he is now asleep. Good job. The huge giant, tuckered out from stomping around, has fallen fast asleep. And we get more points for allowing him to live. And so we are visible now. Or invisible. We're going to stay invisible for a moment. Alright. Take chest. Slowly, carefully, you take the chest without waking the giant. Okay, we got the chest. We got some neat little music for having the chest. And now we want to move forward. It's very, very important that we get out of here now. Not that the giant's going to wake up. But now what I'm going to want to do is I want to get over here, and the next thing that we need to do is I want to say, because something jerkish can happen here in the cave. And when I say something jerkish, I mean something very, very jerkish. There's a character in this game, it is a dwarf. And some days, what that dwarf will do is he will just appear out of nowhere. As you fall, the magic ring slips from your finger. Yes, because that's the really important thing right now is the magic ring slipping from my finger. I'm going to see how long that false sound... Oh, okay, it ends. So what am I told? Whoops! See, they just ran out of things to say there, didn't they? Just whoops. So there's something really jerkish that can happen in this little cave, and I think it's important to address that there's a dwarf that will sometimes appear. And if he appears, guess what? You have lost one of the magical items that you stole, and I did that in the exact same spot I did it a moment ago. Anyway, dwarf, jerk, whenever I'm trying to explain something, I fall to my death. Have you noticed that? Alright, dwarf, jerk, he'll take one of the magical items that you've got, and you may not be able to get it back. So you have no choice at this point but to restart the game. So be very careful about where you save at this point. So that's my warning to you right now, and I should be able to move forward. Alright, drop down, and... Alright, we're doing good for the most part now. Not quite as worried as I was before. And not a whole lot to say here other than the fact that we're just trying our best not to fall. And I came so close just then, it's not even funny. Not even funny at all. But we go around this way, and I'm hoping that he'll come out of the darkness. Oh, that's perfect. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that as magical fruit too, because I don't put it past them, or the RNG in this game, to suddenly bust out a dwarf. The spell to make you invisible has expired, and you are once again visible to dangerous creature. The ring has now disappeared. Oh, snap. Well, yes, let's go ahead and load this because there's something I need to do real quick. Remove ring. You remove the shivering ring from your finger. We kind of want to keep that if we can. I had forgotten all about that, and I don't want the ring to disappear on me. So, as long as the dwarf doesn't disappear, I'm good. I mean, doesn't appear at this point, I'm good. That's the one thing I don't want, is some knackered dwarf, like, coming out and messing with me. Okay, I can't see jack at this point, so I'm hoping it's just a straightforward move. Or, because, if not, I'm just going to die at this point. Okay. So, I'm going to save this as 3. Oh, nope. Man, I can't do it. Come on. Alright. Let's make our way over this way, and we should be better off here. It doesn't seem to be as narrow as it was earlier. And I should appear coming around the corner right here. That's great. So this shouldn't be as difficult to walk around. Some of you are probably going right now, probably saying something along the lines of how cheap this is. Well, this is what we played when... Trash. This is what we played when I was a kid, and we liked it. We loved it. We enjoyed every minute of it. Because... I kind of deserve that. But yeah, this is the type of stuff that I played when I was a kid. We didn't have the games that we have today, and really and truly, I really wish we had games like this still. And when I say games like this, I mean games that were really and truly like King's Quest. And I don't necessarily mean the King's Quest game that recently came out. I actually own it, but I have yet to play it. And it's something that I plan on getting to eventually. I just have not taken the time to actually sit down with it and to play it. I saw some of the voice actors that were in it. I'm very excited that Christopher Lloyd is in it. I noticed that Kath Soucie is doing the voice of, I think, of Alanis. So that kind of excited me a little bit. Kath is doing does the voice of some of the characters in the Nightmare Before Christmas game that we've been discussing. Oh yeah, this is... See, they control him for the easy part of this. But for the winding part, it's going to be all me. So that's going to be great right here. And it looks like it's just being held by thread. All right, we're going to go ahead and save again. But yeah, Kath Susie's doing a voice. And she did the voice of Shock and Sally in the Nightmare Before Christmas game. And don't think you can drop down from one to the other. You will fall to your death. Alright, so we're doing good so far. I'm wanting to just go ahead and do this until we get to the end of all this. You know, end the episode once we get the end here. That way we can move on to the next section and maybe finish this game out in the next episode. I appreciate your patience as we wander through the winding room. And we did not see a dwarf. Watch him come around the corner now that I've said that. We didn't see the dwarf, though. That makes me so happy. You have no idea, guys, how happy I am that we never saw the dwarf. And does that door look familiar to you right now? Hopefully it does. Okay, I went to open the door and it opened for me. It's a magic door. So we're going to end everything right here this episode. We're going to save this game. And we have 2 treasures. So that's how we're going to name this. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. We have got 1 treasure left. And we'll see you then. Have a great one. Bye.